Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to the weekend report for June 9th, 2023. So let's talk about what's been in the news this week. Starting with the debt ceiling bill, obviously it got signed. Not much of a shocker there. This is kind of what happens. There's a lot of bluster between the parties, and then last minute something gets signed. Nobody's ever truly happy with it, but hey, whatever. It got signed. And what it did was help to settle the markets a little bit, and that's what we care about. So let's talk about home appreciation, because there's been a lot of talk about home values coming down, but that really is not the case. If we look at the reports for Case-Shiller, FHFA, CoreLogic, Black Knight, and Zillow, we are seeing that home appreciation continues to go up month over month. We're at 1.4% with Zillow for the month of April, and 1.2% for CoreLogic, was kind of the gold standard for home appreciation. That or Case-Shiller, I think, the most popular. But nonetheless, seeing appreciation, and I bring this up because it's very important, because if his rates comes down, the market's going to heat up. Homes are going to continue to appreciate at a slightly faster clip. I don't think we'll go back to 2020 levels, that type of thing. But nonetheless, the market's going to get competitive because the inventories continue to stay low. There's going to be more people out there trying to purchase that you're competing against. So I do encourage you not to be hung up on the interest rates. Please, there are so many programs out there that can help you get a better payment. So send me your questions. Let me know how I can help you, because now is still a really good time to get in a home. If you can manage that payment and you're comfortable with it, I say do it. Also, 60% of price declines that we've experienced since the peak of appreciation have already been recovered, and we're on pace to fully recover from those losses by mid-year. So right around the corner here, we're going to see that we're back to where we started. So just keep that in mind. Home values are not dropping. If you think you're going to get a better price on a home, you won't, based on what the data supports. Just my 2 cents there. Next week, well, we'll talk about mortgage apps first. Week over week, they were down for purchases 2%, and for refinances 0.8%. Just telling you where kind of the business is coming right now, where it's trending with mortgage applications, so you see the activity. And obviously, it's people deterred by the interest rates, which they really shouldn't be. Don't focus on the rate, people. I can't say this enough. Anyways, CPI report is due next week. This could be a good market mover for us. With the CPI report, there will be some pressure on the CPI report because of the oil. Saudi Arabia did cut their production, which spiked oil prices for a period of time. So there will be some downward pressure there, but the numbers are expected to be good, which is generally a good market mover for interest rates, and even better in July. So keep an eye on that for the next 30 days. Excuse me. This could be some positive movement in the market for us. Also, speaking about the economy and the markets, we did report a couple of weeks ago that Germany did actually officially announce they were in a recession. Well, the European markets came out and they revised their Q1 GDP down to a negative 0.1%, and they are expecting Q2 GDP to be a negative as well. So what that does mean is the European Union is concerned now that this is an indicator of a forthcoming recession. Remember, recessions tend to be globally tied together. So it's possible we could still see something in the States announced later this year. I'm expecting it, and I somewhat believe that we're already in a little bit of a recession. It just takes a while for recessions to be officially and formally announced. So let's take a look at what's in the. Let's take a look at the markets for you. We are down 14 basis points for the day right now. We've seen a lot of fluctuation this week. We certainly haven't recovered to where we were at the end of last week. There's been a lot of bouncing back and forth throughout this week, but next week could be a good week for us, as I mentioned. So just keep an eye out for that. If you have any questions, please do reach out to me. Add any questions or comments below to add to the videos. I'll be happy to get back to you. I do appreciate when you like and share my videos. And I guess final news, not important, but Denver Nuggets game 4 tonight. I am rooting for them. I don't have any opposing team to not support them, but I am a little confused about the connection between your top player, Jokic, however you say his name. I haven't really paid much attention, sorry, but associating him to the Joker, where did that come from? Just wondering. And I'm wondering why we picked like the most ominous version of the Joker to to represent him. I know he's a badass, but really, he's such a generous and humble and just shows a lot of graciousness. And he's the kind of person that we would, as parents, love our kids to emulate in the professional athletic world. We wish there were more people like him. Are you taking notes, LeBron James? Anyways, just wondering if you can explain that to me. I'd love to know. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Go Nuggets. See you next week.